see more of that yellowish liquid there. That is testosterone cypionate. So it's testosterone suspended in like I think cypionate is like the sesame seed based oil. Warm it up under your armpit. It helps sort of the crystals that have formed or whatever to loosen up, so it's like easier, I guess. One, it comes to actually get the testosterone out of the little jar. Two, when it processes through the body, it's sort of in the solution. Armpit is a little oven. Meanwhile, I'm gonna get ready with little alcohol swab pads. I use one to clean the top of this little vial before I stick a needle into it, and the other one is going to be used to clean my leg where I'm going to inject. When I get the needles out, this is like an 18 gauge 1.5 inch needle. It's really big and scary, but I don't have to use that on myself. Get a 23 gauge 1 inch needle is what I use to inject. The 23 gauge needle I found is better than a 22 gauge in the sense that I bleed a lot less. It seems to be fine to transmit the drug in there, and it's sort of easier coming out, doesn't hurt, doesn't sting, and I don't bleed. So, 1 milliliter syringe. I just saw Rogue One, but even when not seeing Rogue One, I've had these like Star Wars Band-Aids, which are like not great because sensitive skin Band-Aids are way better. They don't hurt when you pull them off. But these is cool, really cheap, but it came with a special tin, old school like Band-Aid tin, which I'm into. I use like a really small one. So this guy is now warm. Going to clean it off. Like I said, one of these. Top of this guy. This thing. Now I'm gonna get the syringe ready to draw up. Get my syringe and the big needle. It just spins right on there like that. This is the cover. Alright, I'm going to use about 0.4, so I'll draw a little, get air in there a little bit more than that. Alright, so this goes into this little top. Alright, then push the air in. This exists as like a little vacuum, so you put as much air in as you want to be able to draw stuff out. Hopefully this is enough for this shot. We'll see. Just draw it down. Just gonna cap this so that I don't hurt myself. Untwist it. Drop it into my needle thing. Then I'm going to put on a new needle. This is the needle I'm going to shoot with. I have to put it on so that this doesn't spill out of the top here. Okay, so I'm going to put this down for a second. And I'm going to take my pants off. Clean my left leg. Let it dry out a little bit. Now I'm going to get this all the way up to the top so that there's no air left in the needle. Until we just see a little tiny air, a little tiny bubble comes up at the top of the needle, and then we're ready to go. I've already cleaned this off. So the next thing I'm going to do is to prepare this. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to sort of like put my leg out to sort of flex the muscle and then relax it and grab a little chunk of it and then do my little jab. So I'm going to put this down for a second. Put the needle, so the needle has an opening, you know, like this. the opening is going to go away from me, so towards you. So I'm going to put my muscle out, relax it, sit back on the couch a little bit further, grab the muscle. Alright, I'm just going to pull back. Make sure I wasn't in a blood vessel. And then inject, which is having a hard time doing it today, don't know why. And I'm going to pull this out. Okay, got my Band-Aid. I really don't usually bleed very much, so you can't really tell if it's bad. I mean, I put the Band-Aid on just so that, just try to prevent infection a little bit. Not that I think I'm going to get one, but you know, there was a jab that went in for an inch, so you know, there's a little hole, a tunnel burrowed through there for the time being, and until my body heals that up, you know, I don't want to have a little tunnel avenue thing for anything else to get in there. So just put a little bit of pressure on, not a lot, just a little bit, and then my little Stormtrooper Band-Aid on there. Very important not to forget about the needle. What I did before with the other needle, just put it into my little needle jar. So I put the whole syringe and the needle in there. I'm going to put my pants back on because I'm just like chilling at you, talking at you here, whispering like late at night. Put my pants on. I guess I can stop like doing like a crotch shot. Let's talk about it for a second. So you saw all the details. Does it hurt? No, it doesn't. Like, the shot itself does not hurt, and if it does hurt, I think probably you're doing something wrong. Like, the muscle in your leg is not like, you know, it's not the most sensitive place on your body, right? It's a big muscle without a ton of nerves. As long as you're going in and you're only hitting each layer, like, in one spot, it's only doing a little damage to each part, and each of those things will just rebuild. So the mesoepithelial, or whatever it's called, layer will just fix itself, and the deep layer will fix itself, etc. If you're kind of going around, if you move the needle around, then it's not just the hole that burrows in, but it's sort of like everything that you do with the needles is just like doing more damage to each of the layers, which is going to cause more, is more likely that you're going to hit like nerves, more nerves, and it's going to cause more problems for your body to resolve, and so your body is going to be more upset, right? It's going to be like, oh shit, we have more stuff to fix. And there's some, I'm not a doctor, I don't know if that's right, but for the schematic, let's consider it like that. So that's the trick, I think, is like, it doesn't hurt if you go in a straight shot. So that's my T-shot. I've never actually filmed it all, so, or I haven't posted it anyway, so now we have this on record, it can be posted. So I hope that made sense and that you guys enjoyed it, and sorry, like, just ended super abruptly, but if you have questions, write them in the comments. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I can't really like tell you should do it this way or do it that way. I'm just sort of demonstrating how I do mine. My T-shot. So yeah, hopefully that was somehow insightful and interesting, and let me know what you think in the comments. And